Righty ho guys, what a bloody cracker of a morning it is, and I am excited to be out on my first bike trip for the year, or for a bloody long time really. It's just after 7 in the morning, I think about 20 past 7, and so we're going to head to Wongi Waterholes today. And I'm going to head out the back of Childers to try and find back road and trails through to the campgrounds rather than riding on the highway. We're also going to be ducking through Bingra National Park, which I have hiked but I haven't ridden through on the bike, so I'm going to have a look through there, save me riding on Goodwood Road. So let's do this, eh? Let's get cracking. You know, I don't know how many times I've ridden this road and I've never noticed that they're growing passion fruits in behind this bamboo. You know, I love riding past this irrigation pump. I don't know what it is, but something about it makes me smile and just have a happy day. Well, mahogany cake is not over the road, so no wet toes this morning. Even cicadas allowed. Oh. After not riding, and especially not riding loaded for quite a while, it doesn't take long for a hill to remind you how heavy your bike is. Whew. So I'm about 22 kilometres and 1 hour into this morning's ride, which is going to be about 108 kilometres in total. Yeah, so it's going to be a real test for the old guy today and the legs, considering I've only been back on the bike basically for about 3 weeks. I just had to stop and put the bluff on over the face. The sun's starting to get well and truly up now, and I think it's going to get to about 34 degrees today, so it's going to be a warm one. We're on Goodwood Road now, and this is by far from being one of the best roads to ride on. There's not a lot of shoulder, 100 km/h traffic, but we won't be on it long. Well, we're in Bingra National Park now, and it's just great to be off that bloody Goodwood Road. This is going to be a bit of a cut through to Foley's Road and Farnsfield Road. Alright, let's keep trucking through this national park. Stopped to get some drone footage, and boy, I tell you what, it didn't take long for the midgies to move in. Well, I have to be completely honest. I think I've bitten off more than I can chew today. I think it's a bit early to be trying 108 kilometres, especially in this heat. Legs just don't have it, and I just can't keep up enough water. I've done about 50 kilometres so far, so it's not too bad. So there's a couple of reasons why. A, and mainly because I'm just so unfit bicycle wise and generally, and by the time I throw on 10-11 kilos of water and food and gear, tent and so forth, and I'm just not used to riding with that weight on again. So the day's not a total waste. I'm out at North Gregory State Forest. So I'm just going to let the sun get down behind the pine trees a little bit further, and I'll find somewhere in here to camp tonight. I was pretty determined to do it, but rather call it quits, know my limits rather than bust a gut. And so I'll head home tomorrow. It's about 34.5 degrees at present. It's lovely in the shade here. But the heat coming off the blacktop was showing 39.8, and it was just zapping me. So the legs are gone, so I'm just going to sit here and recuperate for a little bit. I feel a bit better after a good break, so I've decided to push on to Childers and have lunch there, have another good break, and then it's only about 40 kilometres to do. So hopefully I'll have it in me. So So I had a good break in the shade, got back on the bike feeling good, and now I'm pushing into a hot northwesterly headwind. Oh dear. Well, we are hitting the Farnsfield roller coaster, as it is called on Strava. And as you can see, the road goes up and down. Well, one more hill into Childers, and I'm stopping for a while. I think I'll be walking this one. I just got nothing left in the legs. There's a bit of a storm brewing up over there. Oh, I finally made it to Childers. I am knackered. It's about 65 k's in. It has been so hot. Some of the reflective temperature off the road was up to 48 degrees. I have come up with a bit of a plan. So I thought I'd make the most of it and head over to Apple Tree Creek, which is not far from here. It's only about 5 kilometres. There's a free camp there. So I'll camp there and then I'll head back through Cadalba and Phillips Road tomorrow, and I may as well make a loop of it. Not an entire waste. Blustery again, but at least I'm heading down this big hill now. I was thinking very seriously of it until I saw the no tent sign. Well, here we are at Apple Tree Creek. Well, here we are at Apple Tree Creek, guys. I have stayed here before. It isn't the quietest camping spot because it's right on the highway. Being a Sunday night, trucks are going to be leaving Brisbane and heading north. So, but the kind of way I feel today, I think it's going to take a bomb to wake me. Talking to my wife earlier, today and tomorrow are going to be the two hottest days of the year. Geez, I pick a bloody good time to do things. Watching other channels that I like watching, like Jeff Spate and Sir Bikes a lot. They're over in Canada, and yeah, it's a lot of snow over there. Oh, I could do with a little bit of that right now. I am going to see what the mozzies are like. If they're not too bad come sunset, I might just throw the sleeping pad out and not worry about setting the tent up. I think it's going to be another scorcher today, guys. Just after, it's not even 8 o'clock yet, and it is warm and it is humid. Anyway, I've just climbed up from the Bruce Highway onto the ISIS Highway, and now I'm going to cut back through ISIS Mill and through the back of Cadauba and Promised Land and down Phillips Road. Well, let's keep doing this.
Sitting in a big armchair, one arm around my whiskey barrel, the other around my deer.
We're on Promised Land Road now, heading up towards the infamous mountain bike park where some numpty went over the handlebars. I don't think I'll be trying any single track today though. We all know how that ends up. Nice. I was just speaking to a lovely couple, Vic and Gemma. I hope I got your names right. It never ceases to amaze me, you know, that when you're riding, the amount of nice people that you do meet. You know, in a very pessimistic world, a cynical world, you tend to have this impression that there's no good people left, and that's far from the truth. Like last night, I was sitting there at my campsite at Apple Tree Creek, and this gentleman come across, introduced himself. Next thing you know, I've been invited back to their table to join them for dinner and a cold beer. Tell you what, beats my bloody homemade hydrated food any day. Now, I don't know whether it's the bike that attracts people or what, but I've never ever gone without meeting nice people when I've been travelling on the road. And they're the people that we should be remembering. Anyway, that's my D&M for the day. Well, we're on Phillips Road now. Gravel for the next 16 kilometres until we get to the highway. I have a nice brisk southwesterly at my back. So thank goodness for small mercies. Anyway guys, I'm going to leave this one there. I'm back on the highway now, so I'm just going to try and ride this tailwind before it changes. So the overnighter wasn't a total failure. I didn't get to where I wanted to go, but that's life, shit happens. I had a great time. It was my first trip in a very long time, first bike trip in a very long time. So to do 70 k's yesterday in that heat, and I'm going to clock up close to 60 today, and it's no cooler. I think I've done alright, considering I've only been back on the bike for a couple of weeks. Anyway guys, like I said, I'll leave it there. Take it easy until the next one. Cheers and ride safe out there, eh?